response, because the sound waves and how things get activated will have to be different in between each time how the patients respond. So I will say this is one of the uniqueness of our platform.
Well, with that very positive conclusion, Dr. Eli Benaim and Dr. Mark De Souza, thank you so much for joining me in the Onco'Zine Brief today. It was a delight to hear about some of the really interesting therapies that are right now in development and where we might be able to go in the future. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you, Peter.
Thank you, Peter.
In this episode of the Onco'Zine Brief, I spoke with Dr. Eli Benaim and Dr. Mark De Souza. Dr. Benaim is Chief Medical Officer and Executive Vice President Development at SonALAsense. He is also a pediatric oncologist with over 25 years of academic and industry experience developing transformative drugs and devices in oncology. Before joining SonALAsense, he was the Chief Medical Officer at Novocure. Dr. De Souza is President and Chief Executive Officer of SonALAsense. He has over 20 years of executive and entrepreneurial experience in the rare disease space. Now, SonALAsense was founded to create hope in the face of despair with Sonodynamic Therapy, a non-invasive way to treat and eradicate deadly cancers like high-grade gliomas that typically require debilitating brain surgery that often leads to tumor recurrence. For more information about SonALAsense, please visit the company's website at www.sonalasense.com. For more information about the studies presented in this program, please go to our online journal, Onco'Zine, at Onco'Zine.com. I'm Peter Hofland, and this is the Onco'Zine Brief. For us here at the Onco'Zine Brief, we want to thank you, our listeners, sponsors, and advertisers, for your ongoing support. Your support makes it possible that you can hear this program via PRX, Public Radio Exchange, and in the United Kingdom and mainland Europe via UK Health Radio. And you can also download our program via podcast and streaming media, including iTunes, Spotify, Audible, Stitcher, SoundCloud, and nearly anywhere you can find a podcast. For more information about sponsoring the Onco'Zine Brief, visit our website at Onco'Zine@Onco'Zine.com. If you are living in the United States and want to receive our newsletter, text the word cancer, that is CANCER, to 66866. That is 66866. And we will make sure that you'll receive our newsletter, which includes an overview of the latest news in oncology and hematology. Thank you all, and thank you for listening. And join us again for our next episode. I'm Peter Hofland, and this is the Onco'Zine Brief.
The Onco'Zine Brief is a global medical educational service from the publishers of Onco'Zine and ADC Review, the Journal of Antibody-Drug Conjugates. Support for the Onco'Zine Brief comes from our commercial underwriters and advertisers and the listeners to this station. For more information about advertising, underwriting, and sponsoring options, visit Onco'Zine at www.onco'Zine.com/podcasts. The Onco'Zine Brief contains health and medicine-related information and is provided for educational and entertainment purposes only. The content in this program is not intended as a substitute for professional medical or health advice and does not replace your doctor's advice and guidance. Your doctor is the best person to answer questions about your personal health. If you hear something in this program that doesn't agree with what your doctor has told you, ask him or her about it.